Welcome everybody to my Fire Pro series. As you saw before, we were doing 2004, but I decided to change it up. I kind of got bored with that idea, and instead we're doing a modern day 2021 kind of run, and we're still gonna focus on those core six people, but instead we're going to watch every show from every promotion. So you can pick your favorite promotion, you can watch along with it. It's going to be a lot of fun for me and hopefully for you. I would like to introduce my guest, Revolution Mall, who was so gracious to come on to the stream with me today. He is a big modder in TEW, and he sponsors big companies like Paradigm Pro Wrestling in Indiana. So introduce yourself if you may. Kind of
hey.
Get your shit in.
Well, so I only mod TEW, but I mean we offer so much more than just the modding TEW. I mean we mod like the classic SmackDown games, the 2K games, Day of Reckoning games, the AKI games. I mean, if there's a wrestling game that exists, we'll probably make a mod out of it. Like that's just really how it goes.
And we all love mods here. We do.
Exactly, yeah. And we have a couple of well, speaking about Fire Pro, we have a couple of guys that mod Fire Pro. Specifically, we have guys that are really good with the Movecraft tool. They do a lot of cool shit with the Movecrafts.
I've seen some crazy shit with that tool. like it's giving me ideas.
It's a very in-depth creator. I remember, and I'm sure you remember, like when we were kids and we got like that creative finisher mode. I think it was SVR 2010, 2011. And I remember thinking like, oh man, this is so cool, right? Like we'll never get it better than this, but we have.
It used to be just so much fun just to mess around with it. But let's go ahead and get this show started. As always, before the shows, I give the news around the wrestling world because I use TEW to kind of help form my Fire Pro world. I'm pretty much giving TEW a visual basis. So the news around the world for Monday, because we're taking it a day at a time, because if I did it a week at a time, we'd have like 16 shows, and fuck that. So our first show is going to be Raw. Out of two shows today, we're going to do a CMLL show as well down in Mexico. The first shred of news, though, is WWE did a little brand draft. They drafted around some superstars, so they might not traditionally be where they are right now on their rosters. We have CMLL forming a new team on an upcoming show between Marcella and Luvia, and they're going to be called the Upstarts. And they formed another team between Guerrero Maya Jr. and Cranio called the New Originals. And in MLW news, they ended the stable of Injustice, so you won't be seeing Injustice on MLW shows. And with UWN, who have recently come to fame through holding a lot of NWA matches, they're launching a new stable that will be called Bandcamp. And it's one called Manders, Kata Murray, Peter Avalon, Danny Limelight, and JR Kratos. So be on the watch out for that. Without further ado, let's get Raw started. And our first match is... Let's find my people. I always end up having so many people that it's hard to find whoever I'm looking for. Angel Garza and Drew Gulak for our opening match on Raw. Just make sure my settings are good, that nothing's fucky. Okay, looks like everything's good. Let's get things started. What a rough start. I was like, wait a minute, that's way too fucking loud.
Yeah, because I was talking and I was like, oh shit, I can't even hear my thing.
Well, yeah, I got the custom music and all.
Yeah, I saw that.
For most people, anyway. Some of it's a little outdated, but you know, I work with what I got.
Exactly, yeah.
and his opponent Drew Gulak coming out. And we're getting things started, and as you were saying about Guerrero Maya Jr.
Yes. So as I was saying about Guerrero Maya Jr., if you want to watch a really good lucha libre match, I would highly recommend watching Guerrero Maya Jr. Versus his own dad, actually, Black Terry, the original Guerrero Maya, in IWRG. I believe the match happened in 2008, November of 2008.
And we will get into more Lucha Libre stuff here later on the show with CMLL, and if you're on YouTube, that'll be a separate video. And also, they're probably all thrown off by the Guerrero Maya Jr. stuff if they are watching on YouTube, because I'm going to cut out the part where everything got all fucked up.
That's right, yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited about it. Another match I really enjoyed was a AAA match between Dr. Wagner Jr. and I believe it was Pagano for the Mask versus Mask at one of the Triple Mania shows. That match was a fucking banger.
I think that was Psycho Clown, actually.
Yeah, that was Psycho Clown. Thank you. With all the fucking clowns over there, it gets confusing.
It is, and I mean, Pagano's not a clown per se, but I mean,
he looks like a clown though.
Yeah, he fits the bill.
But let's focus on Raw for right now. We got Drew Gulak and Angel Garza. Who do you got in this match?
I have to go with my boy Drew Gulak.
I think I'll go with Angel Garza. Just a big Garza fan. I loved his uncle, who for whatever reason I cannot remember his name right now. Hector Garza. He was fucking incredible, and like Angel looks just like him. It blows my mind.
He does. He really does. I remember as a young fan watching TNA and seeing Hector Garza for the first time. Like, man, this guy is so big and so athletic.
Yeah, like he was doing that corkscrew moonsault thing that like it didn't look like a guy of his size should be able to do. And we got Josh Robinson with a rate of 7. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate you. Right now we're doing Monday Night Raw, and a little later on we're going to be doing CMLL. We got our friend Revolution Mall with us tonight. So I appreciate you all coming out. Oh, what a fucking moonsault. Oh, I thought that was it. We got one host from Matt Smooth. I appreciate you, Matty Smooth. You are the best. You know we love you here.
Matt's always looking for us.
Yeah, I was probably in Josh's stream at one point. We love Josh over here. Oh, big super kick from Angel Garza. Angel's flipping all over the place. Right before this, Revolution Mall said he had Drew Gulak.
I was a big fan of the Amazing Gulaks when they were in CZW.
I was a big fan of Switchblade Conspiracy.
Ah, yes.
And Ruckus, man. Ruckus, talk about somebody who could do some incredible things. He was way ahead of his time.
That's funny. I was having a conversation with my friend the other night. I was saying, man, imagine the shit Ruckus would be doing now if he was in his 20s, right?
Bro, if Ruckus were like in his 20s now doing that shit, he would be signed. He would be a fucking star.
He would. He was so ahead of his time. Charismatic. Could cut a promo. He could work with anyone.
Cause you gotta think he was doing that shit at a time where like TNA wasn't even around yet. The X Division didn't have a shine because there was no X Division. Like him, Amazing Red, SATs, Quiet Storm, they were all doing that shit like way before that shit like caught on.
Absolutely. Oh, fucking nice move there.
Oh, big Alabama slam from Angel Garza here. Big knees to the gut. Oh, caught him by surprise. And it's enough to get him. Drew Gulak with the win here with the surprise roll-up on Angel Garza. What a big win.
Talking about the SATs, though, those guys were so underrated.
Yeah, I feel like not enough people talk about them. I'm actually going to turn down the crowd volume just a tad. I feel like it's a little too loud.
While you do that, you should share your screen with me.
Oh, did it cut off?
Yeah, I forgot. I was like, oh shit! I just realized I've been watching on the Twitch stream, but I'm like, probably like 30 seconds behind.
Yeah, let me go ahead and do that for you. Did you just realize when I said someone won?
Yeah. I was like, oh shit, I'm behind, eh?
we got one of the A's. Fucking love Canadian talk.
It's the funniest thing because I say A sometimes and I don't even realize I say it.
Oh yeah. So are you good to go on that side?
Oh yeah, I'm all good to go. All good to go.
Sweet. Matt Smooth saying Amazing Red is amazing, and that's probably why he got his name. Oh no, we're going up against CFG Streams. They just went live. Our next match, we're going to have... Murphy against Robert Roode. And of course, our official is Matt Smooth for this contest. And as we'll get later into things, there will be promos. I do have a mod for that. We're just gonna kind of let the first week or so be matches, and then we're gonna kind of get into stories. Here comes Murphy. Recently attached to the Mysterio family, so he is a disciple no more.
Ah.
Against Robert Roode. Big neck breaker to start us off from Robert Roode here. I keep wanting to call him Bobby.
It's such a natural reflex to call him Bobby.
It is. Even though he was Robert Roode first, I'm pretty sure.
He might have been, but like he might have dropped that like right away, you know?
I think he dropped that pretty soon after he left Team Canada, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you might be right.
And yes, we acknowledge other companies here in this version of WWE, and we also have a 20 count on the outside because why the hell not? Pretty soon down the line, you'll probably see death matches in WWE because I can't do things like ladder matches.
Could you imagine?
I think it'd be wonderful. I love death matches personally.
They are an acquired taste. I will say that about death matches.
Are you a fan? Do you have that taste?
So it's funny. I used to hate it. I used to loathe it. But now that I have friends in wrestling that do death matches, I can actually tolerate it now.
Just tolerate them.
I mean, there's some enjoyable aspects of it, but I'm not sure if it's something that I would go out of my way to watch it if my friends weren't booked to do a bet match.
Yeah. That's understandable. Like, that's the great thing about wrestling, though, is there's a little something for everybody to enjoy. If you don't enjoy death matches, there's some aspect of wrestling that you will probably like, you know?
Exactly, yeah.
Like, there's people who love tag teams, there's people who love tournaments or battle royals, there's people who love the funny stuff, there's people who love the serious stuff, you know? There's a little something for everybody in wrestling.
I mean, there's people that don't watch Lucha because they find it too hard to follow or too complicated, and I understand. When I first got into Lucha, there was a big learning curve to it.
There is a big learning curve, but once you, like, figure it out, it's really fucking fun, and it's a lot more simple than, like, American wrestling, ironically.
In some ways it is, yeah.
Especially with the whole tag aspects of it, which, speaking of Josh being in the chat here, like, they got those rules from Australia way back in the day. Like, I think in the 50s, with the whole no tags, like, roll in, the other person goes out, you know what I mean?
Well, if we're talking about Australian tag teams, we have to mention the Fabulous Kangaroos.
Yes, we do. Very, very legendary tag team. And they were fucking brutal.
They were, yeah. Like a really ground and pound, beat your shit in type of tag team.
Right now, it's really back and forth between Robert Roode and Murphy. Oh, what a move. That's what I say when I don't know the names of moves. I just say, ooh, what a move.
I suppose you'd call that a corkscrew brainbuster, maybe?
Yeah, something like that. It's really hard for me to get my... Oh, fuck, what a drop kick. It's really hard for me to get my, like, mind around certain move names because a lot of wrestlers give things their own names.
Yes.
And another one of those corkscrew brainbusters, as we're calling it now.
He hit the deal. That's what you gotta say when you don't know it.
That's what I'm gonna start doing. Everything's the deal.
I got that from Excalibur. Every time someone would used to hit a Falcon Arrow in PWG, he'd be like, "Oh, they hit the deal."
Yo, like, I kind of love PWG commentary. As really fucked up as it was at times. It's just hilarious.
It's really funny, and you can tell that they're having fun while they're doing it.
Yeah, and that's why I enjoy, like, AEW Dark so much now, is like Taz and Excalibur are just having fun. It seems
they really are.
Oh, a big frog splash from Murphy.
It's nice to see Taz enjoying himself as well.
Oh yeah. Oh, speaking of Taz, he would have been proud of that suplex. Nice little T-bone from Murphy.
Textbook capture suplex right there.
Murphy's kind of eating up Robert Roode in this match.
He really is.
Big knee.
Which is funny, by the way, because I actually have not seen any of Murphy's singles run. I stopped watching WWE in 2015 when he was still in a tag team with Blake.
Murphy has really been able to shine in recent times. He's doing good. Like, it's good to see, because for a while there I thought he was kind of floundering and I was worried for his career.
That's what I've heard. I've heard he improved a ton, and I'm glad for him.
I don't even know if it's necessarily improvements rather than he's just getting a spotlight now. And there you go, Murphy with the big win. It seemed kind of easy for him to take out Robert Roode. Robert Roode is going to have to step his game up if he wants to be a name on Raw. It's not going to be as easy as TNA per se. Beats him at 14 minutes with a frog splash. Now we got some women's action coming up. We have Mandy Rose taking on Reckoning from Retribution, which I don't know how much you've heard about Retribution, but it's
I sort of know about Retribution.
It's something. This is Mia Yim in a mask, because why not put a mask on Mia Yim and call her Reckoning?
I guess, right?
And as you can tell, I will be frequently taking the piss out of some of these companies as we run. But it's all about having fun here in this series. It's all about watching your favorite companies. If you enjoy WWE, you watch your Raw. You follow along with Raw in this series. For a second, I thought she was coming out to Rob Van Dam's theme, and I got really confused. It just sounded like that to me in my headphones for a second. I was like, ooh, I fucked something up. But here we go. We got Mandy Rose against Reckoning. Which it still feels weird calling her that, because I love Mia Yim.
Yeah, I still remember the first time I discovered Mia Yim was, I want to say, the ladder match she had with Greg Excellence in CZW.
I can't actually remember the first time I saw her. I think it was probably a Shimmer show. But I was blown away, needless to say. Because she's extremely fucking talented.
She is, yep.
And right now, they're just kind of throwing them at the ropes. Quick pin from Reckoning here, gets nothing out of it. Just trying to wear her out, I suppose. As you can tell, I lean more towards play-by-play than color. That was kind of Falcon Arrow-esque.
Yeah, just without the sit-out.
Yeah, without the sit-out. Oh, Jesus, just kicked her in the back of the head. Reckoning is fucking brutal. But yeah, let me commentate for WWE. I'll just say fuck all the time.
Well, that's what they do on Monday nights, right? They say fuck all the time?
Yeah, it's prime time. Oh, a TNA kick. I know they call it that here a lot down here. Do they call that the TNA kick up there a lot?
That's actually the first time I've ever heard it being called like that.
I don't like, cause like I don't know if it's a big thing anywhere else, but here in the South we call it a TNA kick because they just did it TNA all the fucking time. If they do it again, I'll point it out.
Yeah, it's like a spinning side kick, I guess.
Yeah. Like to the abdomen area. Big STO from Reckoning here. But Mandy Rose has gotten a lot of momentum behind her. This one could go either way. And you never know if Retribution is going to get involved. Well, I know, but you don't. Well, I guess you know, because like I set it all up and on the screen.
Big gut wrench suplex here.
Oh, eat defeat there. Which I was berated about calling it one day because apparently Chuck Taylor calls it something different. But I watched Gail Kim.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of Chuck Taylor matches. I don't remember him using that.
Someone was saying that he used it and that he called it something different, and it was kind of bragging on me for calling it the Eat Defeat. And I was like, yo, I wasn't watching Chuck Taylor at the time. I was watching a lot of Gail Kim.
Right. That's fair.
It's all about who did it on TV first.
That's who popularized it, I should say.
Because I'll just put this out here. I know somebody that did the whole... You know how Roman Reigns cocks his fucking arm before he does the Superman punch?
Of course.
Yeah, I know somebody that did that on the Indies, but it's like, whoever does it on TV first. Because now if that guy does it on the indies, everybody's just going to think he's copying Roman Reigns. Shoots her off. Oh, Jesus, a big DDT off the shoot off. Picks her up and a fall-away slam, it looked like. Maybe she didn't get all of it.
Big eye rake there on the get-up.
And Matt Smooth didn't do a damn thing about it.
No, he's just chilling.
Oh, big back body drop. Goes low on the knees there.
You just kicked her and she wanted to
And a 630. 450. I don't know why I called it a 630. My mind is not here today. But she was all in the ropes and Matt Smooth still counted it.
Jack Evans on the line, I guess.
I guess I just wanted to see that extra rotation. Just forearmed her on the back of the head. She doesn't care about concussions here. She's ruthless. She gets her with a quick backslide. Mandy Rose is your winner for this contest.
That's all it takes.
All it takes. First it was a quick roll up, now a quick backslide. Just get into a quick pinning variation and you'll probably win the match. That is what I've discovered, especially around the 14-minute mark. But that's not all for the women tonight. We have another women's singles match. Because we love the women here. And it's Shayna Baszler taking on Naomi. Here comes Shayna. She's always in a fighting mood. She never looks like she's having a great time unless she's beating somebody up.
Shayna is a Josh Barnett disciple, who is I believe she is catch-as-catch-can trained.
Which is something you really don't see a lot anymore. Here comes Naomi down to the ring. She is not catch-as-catch trained, but she does feel the glow. Which
And
some
she
would
does
say
like
is
to-
more important.
She does like to use her ass as a weapon. You have to remember that.
I mean, what's catch-as-catch-can gonna do against a good ass to the face, you know?
There you go.
Which is always my philosophy. It's funny. I feel like our commentary together is leaning towards more of a PWG style.
I would say so as well.
Shayna's just whipping Naomi around. Shayna does not give a fuck. Naomi's gonna have to utilize her ass as a weapon to stay in this match, I think.
That's going to be the great equalizer.
Yeah. You can't tap someone out if you're getting hit with cheeks. It's a fact. I thought she was gonna hit her with her ass there, but Shayna held on to the ropes.
Shayna knows she's prepared.
Ground and pound.
See, the ref might want to watch for that though, because if Shayna hits a lot of unprotected shots, he might have to call off the match.
But I will give Matt Smooth this. He does count when people are under the ropes, but he was counting because there were close fists involved when they grounded down. Referee Matt Smooth is on his game. And his game is mediocre, but he's on his game.
Oh, crowbar there by Shayna. Shout out to Brent Albright.
And that's why we love having you here. You're very knowledgeable about pro wrestling.
Well, I am a big Brent Albright fan.
How many guests would I have brought on who would know who Albright is, or who even Guerrero Maya Jr. is? we might have to make you a regular. That's all I'm saying.
I would like to assume some of your fans do know who those people are.
I mean, I would like to assume so, but you know, it's safe to assume the word. we here at Palmetto Ref channel love our fans, clearly.
But we love being pessimistic a lot more.
Yeah. It's a lifestyle.
Oh, heel hook there by Shayna.
I think Shayna's going to end up tapping her out in this match. I'm not seeing a whole lot of ass utilization.
I think Shayna has been watching a lot of UWFI contenders from her friends at Paradigm Pro Wrestling.
I see. A little cheap Plutsky there.
Oh yeah, little plug.
We don't mind plugs here. Of any variety. If you smoke weed, that's your deal.
We encourage it.
Yes, we do. We support the legalization of marijuana. Or even the illegalized use of marijuana. That's how Shayna got so strong, you know.
Another crowbar by Shayna!
It's all the marijuanas. Shayna said, fuck your comeback. I'm gonna cut you off.
I've noticed in this match that Shayna has been really working on Naomi's legs.
Well, if you can't run, you can't really hit someone with your ass at a high velocity. It's smart
That's
strategy.
True.
Oh, big Enziguri. Oh, and a big kick to the head. She throws her out. She's catching her breath. But I think Shayna's the type of competitor that you really need to stay on, or you just get punched in the face like that.
Big kicks to the face.
Oh, and another leg hook.
my.
But she got to the
She
ropes.
rolled through. She rolled through and hooked her leg.
Another one.
Oh!
Oh, it was a rope break. I thought she may have tapped for a second. I don't know how smart that is, Naomi bringing her away from the ropes. I think Naomi needs to probably stay closer to the ropes.
Shayna is pulling out all of the submissions in her bag of tricks for Naomi.
Got her in the corner with the shoulder thrust. A little unseated Falcon Arrow.
Big slap.
Oh! She gets her arm again. She's far away from the ropes. But Naomi manages to get out of it.
Naomi has withstood a lot of punishment in this match.
But I don't think she can withstand much more. She's got the leg again. Shayna's determined to tap her out. Now Naomi throwing her out again, but staying on her this time. Oh, she gets her arm on the outside. Remember, we do have a 20 count in this universe, in the CFGVerse of WWE. And they're going to want to hurry up and get back in the ring. Oh, Naomi making it just in time at 18. Why Matt Smooth has the voice of a woman, I'll never know, but his life, his prerogative. Oh, gets her in the R-bar, and it's over. It's over. Shayna taps her out in the middle of the ring. I'll say that was an exciting match.
It certainly was.
It was engaging. It told a story. Got her with the cross arm breaker. And are you ready for some tag action? I think we've seen a lot of singles.
I am certainly ready for some tag action.
We have Elias. And he is teaming with none other than your resident conspiracist, Sami Zayn. Doing his best Castro impression. And they're facing, if I can find him, he's somewhere, blue collar worker Otis. It's the blue collar man. And his tag team partner for this contest. They're not regularly teaming. Technically, neither of these teams are regularly teaming. It's just a one-off showing. His tag partner, Ricochet.
Certainly some oddball pairings.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta mash people together and see what works. It's the Barbie doll theory. Does Barbie look better with this Ken or that Ken? You just gotta kind of try it out and see how it goes. Here comes the conspiracist himself. Thinks everyone's out to get him. And he's probably on a few FBI call lists. Let's be honest.
That's paranoid. Fuck Sami Zayn.
Well, he is Canadian. We all know how those Canadians are paranoid.
Oh, and French too. Can you believe it?
Now, here's someone who's not paranoid because he's a famous musician and everyone loves his music.
Yes, and he can only play 2 chords. Remember that.
Yeah, I mean, that's all you need to get famous, honestly. I bet he gets all the chicks because he can play guitar. And we got Ricochet. Speaking of 630s, we might actually see one tonight.
We would like to advise everyone watching this stream to please keep your fingers out of your rectum. Thank you.
And Otis with his outdated theme music because, you know, sometimes you just work with what you have.
This was requested by Otis, actually.
Oh,
Why?
yeah.
We don't know.
See, we got Revolution Mall here with all the facts. He gets the scoops backstage. I don't talk to the talent because I'm above that.
Listen, all we do is talk to Meltzer.
That's all we need to do, honestly. He gives us the scoops, and but he doesn't give us the 5-star matches. It's really sad.
And if we're feeling frisky, we might even talk to Mike Johnson
Sometimes. But with that Meltzer, I mean, it depends on what show we're running. Right now we're running Raw. Pretty soon we'll be running CMLL, but none of it really matters unless it's in the Tokyo Dome. But right now we're in Full Sail. So no 5-star matches here. Otis trying to stay in this. He really needs to get on his side of the ring. He tags in Ricochet. And big STO backdrop double team.
Maybe Otis and Ricochet are a better tag team than we thought.
I mean, you know, we got to see who wins to find out, right? Who knows? One of these 2 random teams could end up being a permanent fixture on Raw. If things did just get shaken up in the draft, remember that. They're gassed already. We've been in this match for 2 minutes. Gotta work on that cardio. Oh, hits him in the nuts. It looked like Matt Smooth gave him a warning. But it doesn't matter because Ricochet's got nuts of steel.
Oh, Ricochet's a human tornado worker.
He is. It's true. Who happens to follow me on Twitter, by the way. Just BT Dubs.
Same here.
I mean, well, you are his personal spokesperson.
Yes, I am his personal hype man. Oh, assisted powerbomb there by Elias and Sammy.
But Otis no sells it. Otis says, fuck that. You see how big I am? I don't have to sell for your shit.
It's 300 plus pounds of pure man.
Pure man. And he's a blue-collar worker, so, you know, like, he has just a 9 to 5 outside of this. He just does this for fun. Elias tried to get out of the corner, but Otis said no, he's not having it. Big clothesline. Because all clotheslines have to be big. Just like Otis.
Otis certainly is big. There's no denying that.
He is very robust. They love that. They love that tag team maneuver right there. Little STO into the backdrop.
It's a simple but effective maneuver.
It is, but you gotta love Ricochet's kind of cut off the ring here. Oh, fuck! What was that? He did the deal.
he did the deal. He did the deal.
Oh my god! Just a big punch to the face before the tornado DDT, but he's pinning him in the wrong corner. Not a smart move from Sammy, but he's still staving off the competition.
I'll tell you what, Sammy got a lot of
rolls him up. This has worked in every other match. Sorry, I cut you off there. I'm new to commentary.
No, I was just saying there was a... Oh! Sammy just falls out of the ring.
Well, I would say more like he was tossed out of the ring. I thought Elias was done there. I know it's not Call of Duty Warfare. I always forget to update my stuff. This is Monday Night Raw. And we are here with my French-Canadian friend, Revolutionary Mom.
Revolutionary Mom, huh?
Yeah, you're updating as we speak. Can't have a revolution without you being a revolutionary. Harry Potter will come back, I promise. I just have to feel like playing it. You came for the Potter? That's probably not good. I'm pretty sure he was a child in that game. I will give you Harry Potter, I promise. But I needed more Fire Pro content because I uploaded it all to YouTube. They're going back and forth with the strike exchange. Ricochet gets the better of him. He goes up top, and we do see the 630. I told you we'd see it tonight. I just called it a little early. He's going back up. Oh my god. What is that, a double moonsault?
He jumped up to the top turnbuckle, didn't even grab the ropes or anything, just impressive.
What the hell just happened? Otis completely covered Ricochet with his gelatinous body. He's just gross, and we hate to see him here, but, you know, we have to book him because the fans love him.
That's one way to put it.
I mean, do you like looking at him? I don't.
I do find him a little repulsive to look at.
But it's moves like that that keep him booked here. Just charging into a man's spine with no caution at all. He doesn't care if Elias plays music again. Big lariat. We have the fans in the chat angry about my distaste for Otis's gelatinous skin. Big drop kick. Otis no-sells it because Otis doesn't sell for anybody. He is having a good time, and that's why we bring him here. He just likes fighting. When he gets off his 9-to-5 job as that blue-collar working man. Elias tags in Sammy, but he puts Otis in a sleeper. Because why the hell not? Oh my god, big powerbomb into a pin, and that ends it. Otis is showing why he keeps getting booked, despite his not-so-great features.
Otis might have broken Sami Zayn's spine.
You can only hope, right? Because that's what the fans pay for. They pay to see violence. And now we have a true oddball match. Should it be a main event? Probably. But it's not. We have AJ Styles. And what main eventer is worthy of AJ Styles? What big name are we bringing in for AJ? None other.
There's so many names.
None other than Grand Metalik, future Hall of Famer, the superstar, the true main eventer of Raw, in my opinion.
Well, this isn't a match you'd see in the real WWE,
but you're gonna see it here. Because I make the rules. Here comes the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. And personally, I have to cheer for AJ because we're both from Georgia. So you won't catch me cheering against AJ, ever.
AJ, I believe, is from Gainesville, Georgia, if I have that correct.
I believe so. Here comes Grand Metalik, who is not from Georgia.
No, he is not.
Some would say that nobody knows where he's from because he wears a mask, like a bank robber. Do you think Grand Metalik robbed banks?
I would certainly hope not. But if he does, it would put him in an elite company that only him and Nick Gage would be in.
I mean, it depends on if he gets caught. I mean, he has a mask, unlike Nick Gage.
That's true. Yes.
We have someone in the chat saying, Solar saying this is a glorified squash match, and I have to agree. I mean, not too many people can take on Grand Metalik. He is just raw with power and energy. He's so fast. Oh, AJ.
Oh my god.
AJ knowing he has to pull out all the stops because no one can stop Grand Metalik.
Who are you to doubt Grand Metalik?
I mean, do you see those throat chops? Look at that. Clean roll through. Only like Grand Metalik could do. Because he's a star.
Very nice danger.
Solar says, give me the book, he'll get Harry Potter up in this bitch. And I don't think that's fair, because Harry Potter uses magic.
That would give him an unfair advantage.
But some would say the gracefulness of Grand Metalik makes him magic, so you never know. Could Harry Potter be the one to dethrone Grand Metalik as the true champion of this company? Oh, it was almost a 3. That would have been a huge upset for AJ Styles to get the win over Grand Metalik here.
I thought that would have been it.
But you can never really doubt Grand Metalik. He's just a star. Oh, what a heel hook. Are we going to see a similar tactic that Shayna used earlier, just going back to the submissions?
Oh, very nice power slam there by AJ.
Huge drop kick. He almost did a backflip. But, oh, he wasn't even in the ropes. Come on, Matt Smooth. What do we pay you for?
Hot dog and a handshake.
I mean, still payment.
It works.
And that's what gets Matt Smooth to these shows. Not the TV exposure, not the fact that he's with the biggest company in the world, but the fact that he wants that hot dog, and he'll do anything to get it. Big senton from Grand Metalik, and that should have been it. I don't know. In your opinion, is Grand Metalik the next world champion?
He should be. He should be.
Agreed. Oh, big! That's what we saw Otis in the tag match with, but it's not enough to take away Grand Metalik. They're just going back and forth with the pins here. Ishigoroshi.
See, someone told AJ to change his fees.
Oh, phenomenal forearm. Oh, AJ with a big upset over Grand Metalik. You gotta think the people are pissed off that their hero Grand Metalik did not come out of this with a victory. But AJ's Georgia strong. There's not much you can do against that. Now we're gonna have a 6-man tag that does not include Harry Potter. I'm sorry to say, but maybe next time. I know he's a wizard, but that doesn't mean he has a contract with the WWE, especially in these times. We have Keith Lee teaming with Rey Mysterio and Braun Strowman to take on Cedric Alexander, Bobby Lashley, and Shelton Benjamin of the Hurt Business. And let's just ignore the fact that Shelton Benjamin looks like he's about 83 years old. It's the best one I could find. Okay, we're good to go in the settings. Well, I'm gonna do one thing. There we go. He could battle Alexis. That's not her name. I don't think that's her name. Her name is Alexa Bliss. And her newfound fireball spells. True. And we got Keith Lee with the good theme here. Mostly because I couldn't find his new theme.
Some would say Keith Lee is limitless, but I say that's a bullshit.
And why is that?
Is there anything truly limitless?
I don't know. You're getting a little philosophical on me tonight, and there's no real way of telling. I think the same thing for different reasons. I feel like Keith Lee does have limits, and that is how much food he consumes at buffets. They say there's no limit, but there actually is. They lie to you. Here comes the Hurt Business. And you know the Hurt Business have a good chance of winning because they're all wearing the same colors. Or roughly the same colors. They're just about the same colors.
That is a true sign of team solidarity.
Yeah, just get your colors close enough. We got Keith and Cedric going at it. Oh, Keith with a... Oh, Jesus. That's why they call him Limitless, because he can do flips at like 300 pounds. A standing moonsault at that. It was very impressive. But he tags in Ray. We have, as Goran Perkins would put it, Bask and Mask here on one side. We're stealing content because ours isn't good enough. Ray is going nuts. Apparently Ray has no problems just taking on Bobby Lashley in a fist fight, despite Bobby Lashley's MMA background. He even gave him a fireman's carry. But I think Ray has one distinct advantage in this match.
And what would that be?
He is the only wrestler in this match to have certifiably killed a man.
That is a good point.
The 619 is a true finish. A finish you never come back.
That puts the 619 in elite company.
It does. Cedric tried to lift up Braun, but I just don't think that's going to happen. Braun is a big boy. He's a big country boy. And he has a Tinder. Did you know that? Did you see his Tinder account? But with help, he can do it. With help from Bobby.
Solar says his limits are Vince not seeing potential in him.
What are your opinions on that? I know you haven't seen WWE since 2015, but you still have to have an opinion on it.
That's fair. I mean, I think Keith is very, very talented. I remember the first time I saw him. It would have been in PWG, I believe. I believe PWG or maybe Rev Pro. One or the other. And man, like, just the way he moved for his size.
He is an extremely good talent. I remember the first time I saw him, we were walking down the hallway and we caught eyes, and I knew it was love at first sight. He still hasn't returned my calls, but I think he's just busy.
Well, he is busy with Reckoning.
Oh, that's true. That's true. But as you know, nobody really knows who Reckoning really is. Just that he's involved with her.
Exactly.
There's a lot of people in the ring right now, but Braun's just gonna toss him out. Braun doesn't give a shit. Oh, brainbuster to Ray on the outside from Cedric. Cedric makes his way back in while the rest of the Hurt Business are double teaming Braun. Tags in old man Shelton, 85-year-old Shelton, who is still in just fucking cut. Oh, he hits him with the flatliner. Could that be it? The gold standard here. And it's just a 2. Oh, spirit bomb from Keith Lee on the Bobby Lashley, but he's not the legal man. There's not much use in doing that. Stalling suplex from Braun to old man Shelton, who responds by just tossing him.
Angle look.
I heard he learned that from Kurt Angle himself as a part of Team Angle. Oh, speaking of the most dangerous move in wrestling, the 619. He hits him with
That could be it.
And it is it. No one kicks out of the most dangerous move. Basket Mask and Braun take out the Hurt Business. And maybe Shelton for good. Now we are on to our semi-main. Just this match and one other one before we move on to CMLL. And that is Alexa Bliss taking on none other than Charlotte Flair. These guys don't sell enough. Slow down, kids. I mean, if they can move that fast. No, not Harry Potter. Not this time. Yeah, but Alexa Bliss coming out to also outdated music because I am not good at my job.
To be fair, dubstep music has been outdated for a while.
That is true. Some would say it's been outdated since its inception. And here comes Charlotte Flair, looking just like her dad.
In more ways than one.
I wonder if Charlotte Flair gets as many men as Ric Flair got women.
That is a very good question.
But I heard she just likes to lurk in the shadows, if you catch my drift. A little La Sombra.
She's a big fan of idols, from what I've heard.
A very relaxed attitude from her lover. Some would say he's ungovernable, but Charlotte is going to try to govern him no matter what. Speaking of the ungovernables, you know what I discovered today?
What did you discover?
Rush, who led Los Ingobernables down in Japan, or down in Mexico, excuse me.
Yes.
At one point in his career, he came out to Chris Benoit's Whatever theme in Mexico for CMLL.
Yes, he did. I do vaguely remember that.
And I find that hilarious.
But it should also tell you how lax the copyright laws are in Mexico.
Oh yeah, super lax. Like you got people coming out to Queen, and somebody's coming out to who was it? Bon Jovi, I think.
Yeah, well, Dr. Wagner Jr. comes up to Bad Medicine.
Yeah. Then you got who was it? It was one of the female talents comes out to Pitbull.
Yes.
Oh, she's locked in the figure eight already. But Alexa Bliss is a former world champion. She's not going to take that shit. She's going up top. Oh, she hits her fancy moonsault. Charlotte's in the ropes, but Matt Smooth doesn't give a shit about his job. They're really trying to get this over with. They said, we don't get paid by the hour. All the falsies right in the beginning. It's not the usual structure, but we'll take it. Punched her right in the head because, you know, if you don't have a head, you can't kick out. Would you consider
really laying into forearms?
Yeah, I mean, everyone knows how stiff WWE is.
Now, what would I consider?
Would you consider yourself a Mexican wrestling aficionado?
Maybe not on the same level as Rob Viper is, or Lucha Blog.
Don't know who those people are, but I appreciate the shout-outs.
They are certainly the most knowledgeable, I suppose you would say, North American Mexican wrestling aficionados. But I do know,
as Solar points out, it is called Lucha, but I am not an aficionado, so I don't know these things. I'm just real laxed about my job. Oh, and a Spanish fly off the top from Charlotte, but Alexa Bliss is up first.
Well, speaking of Lucha, there you go, Spanish fly.
Spanish fly. I think I first saw the SAT do it. The Spanish announce team.
I believe I believe so as well. Might have been one of the early Ring of Honor shows.
These two
But to answer your question, I wouldn't consider myself an expert on Lucha, but I do watch it enough to know my way around.
Yeah, okay, so you know your way around. Would you say you know CMLL? Because that might come in handy in a couple matches time.
I know a bit about it.
Okay, that's all we need. That's all we need to work with.
Just a bit.
Just a little. But back to this match, Charlotte's just wrecking Alexa Bliss with these big boots to the head. Gets her in it looked like it was a Boston Crab, might have been a Cloverleaf. It was hard to tell from that angle. Sister Abigail from Alexa. 1, 2, 3. It's over. Alexa Bliss bringing out her best Bray Wyatt impression. That's what happens when you get comfy with the theme. As my commentator, my fellow commentator here doesn't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I have heard of the Fiend.
Okay. So, you have a basic knowledge.
I do. Yes, I have a base knowledge.
That's all we need here. We're not trying to be technically proficient. This is not my day job. This is my night job. But you know what we got next? We have Drew McIntyre, our WWE champion. And he's defending the title in our main event. And you know who he's defending against? King Corbin.
Ah, King Corbin.
It's going to absolutely be a belter of a match. And to answer your question, Solar, no, I don't get paid for this. Which is why I do a bad job of it. And why? Because it's Monday Night Raw.
We do not claim to be professionals here.
We are the opposite of professionals. And that's why I love it. Here comes your WWE champion. I tried to put the belt on him, but my mods aren't working right, so this is what we do. We just pretend. We use our imaginations.
Master of the Claymore kick, from what I've heard.
Yes. And fun fact, he does not know that from WWE. He just watches a lot of WCPW. Well, Mr. Solar, if you were here for the beginning of the stream, as much of a clusterfuck as that was, you would know that WWE underwent a draft. The brands got all switched around. Wrestlers may not be where they are originally at. And Corbin's first night on Raw, he's getting that world title shot. Because Raw believes in Corbin. But we're going to pause, so I can go off my screen for a second and choose the winner behind your backs. Just because I can do that, and it's a championship match and I kind of need to. Because I don't want the champion to either win or lose a belt on chance. That's not how we run these things here. We book things. But here's our main event. Can I just call you Maul? That seems a lot less syllables.
You can call me Maul if you like.
It is not real. It is my world, as Jeff Jarrett would say.
And we're just living in it.
It's true. I'm presiding over it. I'm like the prime minister of this world, of Jeff Jarrett's world.
Well, I'm hoping you do a good job.
Yeah, me too. I need to get like your prime minister. He seems to do an okay job.
Sometimes.
Of course, anything seems better by comparison.
Yes.
I was told not to bring Double J up because it brings back PTSD flashbacks of early TNA. But I'll have you know, I fucking love Jeff Jarrett. He is one of my favorites. Especially,
I do not share that same sentiment.
Especially because of the politicking. I didn't say he was on the skill level of Mr. Perfect or anything, but he's damn entertaining.
Let's just say there's a reason why Monty Brown was never world champion.
Yeah.
I'll just leave it at that.
And it's because Jeff Jarrett's from the South. Like my commentator here, Mr. Maul, who is also from the South of Canada.
I am actually from the East Coast of Canada.
the southeast coast of Canada.
The southeast coast of Canada, yes.
Because, you know, why not? Are we on the same time zone? What time is it there?
It is currently 10 p.m.
Okay, so you're an hour ahead.
I am. I function on the Atlantic time zone.
Oh no, we're getting an unsub because I'm an ungrateful swine. But, you know, you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them. I don't know what Drew McIntyre was doing there. Big Claymore kick. Is that it? It came close. King Corbin wants to make a big impression on his first night on Raw. I do heart you, Solar. You're my favorite dad. Some would say you're the #1 dad. Corbin hitting him with that move that he does. He hit him with the deal.
He hit him with the deal.
The end of days, I think it's called. But if it's not called that, it's the deal. So who do you think is going to walk out of this match as champion? Because you have no idea who I chose. You couldn't see it.
I am hoping for Drew McIntyre.
Is it because he is also from Canada? Which he is not.
I did not.
But
I did not know Drew McIntyre was from Canada.
He's not. But the thing is, everyone who's not from America is from Canada.
Ah, okay.
It's a proven fact, especially if they're good at the wrestles.
If they are good at the grabs.
Yeah. As you see him just yeeting people over him, that's the most Canadian thing I've seen all day. Another end of days, or the deal if you would prefer. Close with no cigar. Oh, he hit him. He hit him with the deal, but it was just a 2 count. As my cohort would say, that was a big move, eh? Baron Corbin is not giving up on his dreams of becoming world champion. It's all a bald-headed kid ever wanted. To shave his head, look like Caillou, and become WWE champion.
In Corbin's defense, his hair was falling off.
That's the chemo, brother. Just like Caillou. But he's such a brave soul to come in here and face Braveheart himself, even with those issues he has. I do remember when he had hair. I remember also why he wore beanies everywhere.
I remember that as well.
Another end of days, but Corbin's gassed. He's not used to going this long. He's not used to being in the main event.
He's not used to having a good match.
Some would say. I will have to refrain from commenting as I still want a contract in the big companies. But, you know, politics. Just like JEFF, JARRETT. But Drew is just flinging him. But Corbin's back up first. He doesn't give a shit. Another Claymore kick. Gives him the pin. 1, 2. And Matt Smooth was counting at his shoulders, but or counting at his shoes, but Corbin didn't kick. It's a 3. Drew McIntyre is still your WWE champion. What did you think of the show, Maul?
It was certainly much better than I thought.
Yeah, better than a regular Raw. That's why you should watch me here on the YouTubes or the streams, whatever you prefer.
And but certainly not as long-winded